morning. It's day 142 of the PCT. We woke up 3 a.m. again today because we're going to make another attempt today at hiking 40 to 50 miles. Yesterday we had the same goal, but it just rained so much. That's also why there weren't many, why yesterday's video wasn't very long, was just because I wasn't taking out my phone when it was raining because I wanted to keep it dry. Anyway, we made the call last night to stop early, I think around 35 miles, just because we had been soggy and wet for so long by then, and it was really cold, and we just didn't feel like it was a good idea to keep going. So happy about that decision. And now today we're gonna try again. See if we can get 40 miles under our belt. I think the weather said there's a 30% chance of rain today, but that might have already dwindled. We were in a cloud for a little bit while we were hiking this morning, so it was still kind of wet. But now that the sun's rising, the clouds are kind of going away, and I think we'll be able to dry off in a little bit. Although, because it rained so much yesterday, we're kind of going through the car wash right now. Just kind of like, when hikers say they're going through the car wash, it just means there's overgrown bushes over the trail that you have to kind of push through, and those are soaking wet. So we're kind of just dousing ourselves in water as we hike through parts of this trail this morning. But just knowing that the sun's coming out later today, I'm totally content right now. I just saw some coyote paw prints on the trail, and that got me thinking about a few days ago, or a week ago, when I thought I saw a bobcat run across the trail. And then I was just thinking to myself, maybe it wasn't a bobcat, maybe it was a jackrabbit, if those are huge. And literally, as I was thinking, maybe it was a rabbit just ran across the trail. Sun is out. The trail's been taking us back and forth over this creek. I think we've crossed it 4 times. It's can we just stay on one side of it? Are there no benches? We've set up at this picnic table with some logs as our chairs, and I was just kind of joking, we've had a picnic every day for the past 140 days. Isn't a picnic just eating outside, away from a building? I don't know, but yeah, we're just having a little picnic. Also, all those thorn bushes these past few days have just destroyed my legs. We've seen a bunch of these looped poles with a hook, and we don't know what they're for. mama's space. Here go the babies. Thank you guys. You too, baby. Oh, that's the babies making all the noise. Look at this guy popped over. Past couple of days, I've been listening to investigative reporting podcasts, like the Coco Birthman story by Believable, and then I just listened to The Retrievals by the Serial podcast from New York Times, and now I'm listening to the Trojan Horse Story, or the Trojan War Story, or whatever it's called, by S-Town. And it's kind of a new genre. I haven't listened to anything like that yet during this hike, but it's very, very captivating, even if the results of their investigations aren't entirely satisfying. It's just a fun ride throughout the episodes to see like what they discover and what does happen. Your room. Go to your room.
Wow.
I saw a picture of games in here. The sun's nearly set. Got about 9 more miles to hike, so the rest of the day will be in the dark. We managed to hike about 41 miles today, our biggest day. Probably will remain our biggest day. And now we're gonna get a full 8 hours of sleep.